Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot. Today I have an exciting new video for you guys. Today I want to talk about something that if you master this, it's going to 10x your business revenue. It's going to completely take your business revenue to the next level. And it's something that a lot of you guys are lacking in your business. So before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And and just before we dive in the video, just a little heads up, I am a little under the weather, so I am doing my best I can to get these videos out for you guys on a timely manner. So let's dive into it. So something that I've audited hundreds of ad accounts, talked to hundreds of business owners in the Shopify space, e-com, all that fun stuff like that. And, you know, I only work with a very full amount of brands, and the reason why is because I'm very, very picky with the clients I work with, and I'm also I like to focus on very few clients, more of a high ticket consultant, like charge close to 5 figures a month for our monthly service fee just to work with brands, and some pay more than that. So I'm very, very tight who I work with. And the reason why a lot of people don't make the cut is not necessarily due to their product. It's not necessarily due to their business revenue or their current revenue and stuff like that. Actually, it comes down to something else. And that is the fact that they cannot create enough creative to keep up with this. So a big part of social advertising and paid advertising in general for social media and stuff like that is getting consistent creatives over and over. And when I look back and I questioned, all right, who are the brands that had the most success with me as an agency? And I look at the brands that's been able to consistently create content on a weekly basis. I look at the brands that's been able to consistently create any type of creative content that I basically put together and send over for them to execute on. And it's kind of like a big thing now for us where, like, if we want to work with a brand or a brand wants to work with us, that's our first thing. We audit their creative team and their capabilities and all that good stuff like that. So to be able to really scale an account and grow it, you need to be able to test creative fast. So like for us, like lifetime spend equals 1x your AOV and your ROAS is less than KPI, less than objective, then we cut that ad. So think about it like that. So like, let's say if your AOV is $50, you launch a new ad, you spend $50 on it, 0 purchases, boom, we cut it. Let's create another one. All right. We're not sitting there trying to figure out, oh, it's the audience, yada, yada, yada. We're like, we'll test broad. We'll just test a whole bunch of creative. We might test 50, 60 creatives, then boom, find a few that work really well, and we can scale to 6, 7 figures with your brand. So we require a lot of creative production. Now, again, we come in more as the brains where we're guiding people of how to create creatives that convert. So pulling it back and tying it more into your current situation before you want to start scaling to 7, 8 figures, before you can really, you have this big vision for how you want to grow the brand. It's important to have the foundation set properly before you can build that house on it. So if you have some extra cash flow in your business, or if you have the extra time and you can dedicate it to creative production, go start shooting more content with your product. There's kind of 3 solutions right here. Like 3 solutions we'll go over. Some that are gonna be a little bit less, basically free for you to do, and then some that are a little bit more costly. So the first one is just going out there and shooting content yourself. Okay. So I have a lot of clothing brands that follow me. I also have a lot of brands that just have these unique, odd products, stuff like that. So there's pretty much 2 places everything falls. There's lifestyle content and just content you can shoot yourself at home. Okay. I'll go through even like beauty brands too as well. So like, let's say it's primarily guys that watch the channel. Let's say if you have a beauty brand, what do you do there? Okay. So first off, to shoot a creative, you need a few things. You need a location, you need an actor, and you need kind of like a general concept of what you want to do. Okay. In terms of the concept of what to do, that's very easy. Look, 3 creatives that work consistently, a demo of the product, showing off the product of how it's meant to be used, aka just a demo, showing off the features of the product, again, a demo. So just demoing the product and a review. If you can master those 2, you're good. Okay. So, all right, cool. Let's go shoot some content myself. Let me demo, let's say if I sell this pin right here. Okay. I'm going to shoot a bunch of content with this pin in different locations that people would use a pin. Okay. Boom. Let's say, for example, if I have a beauty brand and I'm a guy, well, I can go find a friend that's a girl to shoot some content with this particular product. Boom. Demo it, review it. I'll buy her lunch or whatever. Give her $50. Okay. If you need more lifestyle content, then again, you can find a friend. And let's say if you have a clothing brand, you have a friend that fits the vibe of which you're trying to market to. Go around the city, go around your local area, shoot some photos and videos with it. Look, the easiest way to create content, okay? You can dedicate 1 day a week to just go and shoot content with your product. It's gonna give you a lot more creative, a lot more things you can test inside of the ad account, and it's gonna give you a tremendous edge on your competitors. It's gonna give you 10x the amount of results you can get than audience testing, because audience testing will do nothing compared to creative testing. Creative moves the needle. It's the highest revenue-driven action you can take of acquiring more customers' profitability for your business, okay? Well, second, the highest is just planning out strategic pieces of content that's going to go to your customers. And then actually the second highest is shooting the content, creating it that you can leverage. So that's easy route for a lot of you guys under $10,000 per month. Okay. Now you should have that as a foundation and you should be doing it consistently forever. Okay. Then what you do is okay, hey, I can hire someone. I can hire a photographer, a videographer to go do it for me. Okay. They'll have access likely to models and things like that. Then I can hire a full-time photographer that's every day working on content for my brand. Okay. And then we can also start hiring a few full-time people that are actors that are nonstop, that are just boom, producing content, or that work with our videographer, photographer that's producing content every day. Okay. These are larger brands doing 7-8 figures a year that likely have that. They have 2 or 3 actors every day that show up, a videographer, a photographer that show up every day. Then they have like a studio production assistant. They have an editor, a video editor, all that on the team. And they just content every single day for that brand. Okay. So that's a little larger scale, but that's your end goal. Okay. So first goal, you're doing it yourself. Then obviously you just slowly start hiring different people, things like that. Okay. So that's one route, and that's the best route. Okay. That's like the real solution to your problem. Now, another route is what they call just leveraging influencers, product seeding, whatever you want to call it. Cody Whittick with Kinship. Amazing influencer marketing agency. If any guys looking for influencer marketing agencies, does an amazing job with this, called product seeding, where it's basically you just go ahead and you take your product, send it out to 100 people. Okay. You'll have to reach out to 500 people. 100 people will reply back to you saying, hey, here's my address. You send out your product to 100 people, and 30 people will produce 2 or 3 pieces of content with your product for free, no charge. Okay. So you're gonna get about 60 to 90 pieces of content for whatever the cost of view is to send out 100 of your products. Okay. So let's say, for example, if it's $20 to cost you to ship it, and the product costs 100 times $20, what is that? $2,000? $2,000 to shoot that, to do that. Okay. Now that's gonna give you 60 to 90 pieces of content. And just put in perspective, the next situation I'm going after is you usually have to pay an influencer like $300 for one post. So put that 100 times $300, just be like $30,000. So it's $2,000, 60 to 90 pieces of content. Trust me, it's worth it. Or, do less. You don't need to contact 500 people to get 100 people. Contact 50 people to get 10 people. Okay. And then 5 people say, hey, and you can leverage something like there's lots of free tools online just to search people on Instagram by their criteria and stuff like that. Okay. That's another way to do it. Great way to get a lot of content and stuff like that. And then another way, it's kind of like the last way, is to go out there, second to last way, go out there and leverage a service like Billo or Incense and purchase new content every week. Basically, this is, instead of going out there and finding the influencers, you just basically say, hey, here's what I want, and influencers will apply for that job, just like a freelancer.com website, and you choose the ones you want. And then, but the problem is that you'll pay probably $100 to $200 per influencer to create about 3 videos for you. And again, these are not even posting on their page. It's just 3 video pieces of content you can drop to your page. So again, there's other ways to do it, but I personally prefer mastering content creation in-house and just expanding and growing a small little content team, because that's going to give you the highest payout in the long run. And so allow you to create so many more ads, allow you to test so many more creatives. And the last way is essentially just having an email flow that reaches back out to people after they purchase your product. So 30 days from the purchase date, reaches out to them and say, hey, I'll give you a $20 Amazon gift card for an exchange of a video review of the product. And that's gonna give you some pretty good content as well. The drawbacks with using these other styles of content is that it gives you some really good UGC. And I definitely think leveraging those on top of your content studio. The drawback though, if you purely do UGC or purely do professional, is that it takes away from some of the multiple touch points people need. So now we're accustomed where we need to see some UGC. We also need to see some some studio, professional video shots, stuff like that. So having all that together really makes a powerful content plan, content strategy for your business. So yeah, so master that now. Master your content flow, because if you can master that, then when you work with a marketer who can give you guys a little bit more direction in terms of like what type of content to shoot, you already have the vehicles, you already have the cars, the trucks, things like that. But now it's just basically a GPS giving you coordinates to go to that location. You already can get there. It's just now you have more guidance in that sense right there. So yeah, this is a major problem. I see a lot of brands, and it's something that you need to get fixed. And then again, another solution is also to just working with a content studio, content team that literally you send your product off and they shoot a bunch of content to your product. But don't give me like, you're gonna be paying a few $1,000s a month, and a lot of you guys can't afford that at that point yet. So that's another route too as well you can go. So yeah, I know this video is kind of all over the place, but I'm just giving you guys some really good insight of what stops brands scaling from 50K to 200K a month. You know, we work with some brands that their content just, they can't get there yet. And it's not like, oh, Nick, what can we do in the ad account? No, it's, hey, we need more creatives, we need more content, and here's how we can do it. And now it's not the client's, not the marketer's fault. It's more of the client, not even their fault. It's just going out there and executing on it. So ask yourself right now, if you're in a position where you're scaling your store, and when was the last time you shot some content? When was the last time you went and get some new creatives put together? And also too, were they quality creatives that resonate with your ideal audience, or is this some half-assed stuff you did in 5 minutes in the bathroom with your iPhone? Okay. Now, granted, I've seen some ads like that perform amazing, so it's not always that bad. But just ask yourself, be transparent with yourself. How well is your content and creative team put together right now? Because this is a major impact in your long-term performance for growing your brand. It's probably one of the biggest things besides having someone actually kind of basically tell you what type of content you shoot in that sense right there. But starting off 0 to 100K a month, you don't even really need someone. You can just go shoot a bunch of content yourself, and then you can hire a marketer to help you further grow that past that. So, but yeah, guys, I know, like I said, I know this video is all over the place, but I hope it provides some value for you guys, stressing the importance of testing more creative. But yeah, if you're an e-com brand making at least $50,000 per month in revenue, click the link below to book a call with me and my team. We'll hop on a call with you. We'll audit your ad account, Shopify, your store, all that fun stuff. I'll put together a strategy for you. You have the option to either run with it, or you have the option to work with us if you choose. Now, if you're making less than 50K a month, I am tinkering around the idea of putting a course out where it's basically just taking all my YouTube videos and putting it in more of a step-by-step process versus you having to kind of like figure out everything from going around video to video. So I'm looking at putting that together. Looking at probably putting the course $500 for the first 50 people who purchase it, and then $1,000 for people above it. It's going to go over a little bit of ad account tactics, but it's be more focused on, because my ad account tactics are stupid easy, like very simple, but it's be more focused on the marketing, the branding side that's going to generate you massive amounts of cash for your brand versus just, you know, here, scale this by 20%, you know, like that stuff right there moves the needle very little compared to creating creatives that convert, ads that convert. It's going to make massive shifts in your business and quantum leaps in the level of your success with your e-com business. So yeah, cool. So make sure you like the video, leave a comment below. Hopefully, again, this video wasn't all over the place, but I don't really care for it. But it's a huge, major issue with a lot of brands. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nick Theriot. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.